What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay Sidequest, your bonus content here on YouTube. I am Adam, aka CS Radical, joined as always by nobody. It's a rare. Oh, used to not be as rare all the time, but now we are solo here with me, which means it's time for me to shame myself by showing you just how little I know, because there's no news to talk about, but that means that there are tons of quizzes that I can still do on Sporkle. We've made an idiot out of ourselves on a couple of them. Some we've been better at. This is the one that I think I'm the most terrified of. Why, you ask? Because I have to name the most popular JRPG franchises. Could be easy. Could not be. Now, before we start, I've got 10 minutes on the clock here, but before we start, what's going to trip me up, apart from there being some, like, real small ones that I've forgotten, and hopefully no major ones that I'm going to forget, we'll see, I don't necessarily know what they might mean by JRPG. They may also mean games like Dark Souls. So if that happens, that might trip me up too, because I may not know certain games in these franchises. And they're also, again, because it doesn't give a year either, or like the last time it was printed, I have no idea if this is something new or something, you know, way deep in the annals of things. I'll see what I can pull. But as a JRPG King, I'm a little terrified that I'm not even going to be able to hit like 40. But we'll see what happens. So, let's do the first test. Dark Souls. Just in case. Alright, that's a bad sign. What if I do Neo? No? What about Nier? Okay, Drakengard apparently applies to that. That's fine. I would never have said Drakengard. Alright, fine. Obvious ones. Pokemon, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Star Ocean. Does Yakuza apply? Yes, they do. Okay, now we start. Okay, what's some weird ones? Xeno apparently just applies off the bat. Chrono's going to be in there. I'm going to throw some random ones in here. Blue Dragon. Okay, no. What about Ease? Ease will be in there. Persona surely is in there. What is that? Capcom of 65. That already makes. Is it Monster Hunter? Okay, that's going to start tripping me out because there's some stuff that I'm going to be really weirded out by. Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Now I start having to, like, really mess with things. So Fire Emblem's gotta be. That's not even the top Nintendo. Oh, that's concerning. What about Paper Mario? Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Well, Xeno. Okay, that I had to double check on that because that was confusing me. Okay, so what's some odd ones I can think of? Disgaea, Suikoden, Shadow Hearts. Are you gonna make the cut? No, I didn't think you would. What about the Atelier series? I'm assuming that should. Oop, I guess I would spell it right. That would work. There we go. What about these ones? Okay. Oh, Room Factory is way at the bottom. All right. Level 5, Dark Cloud, no. Oh my god, Xenoblade? No. Okay, Tails. Trails, okay. I'm a little concerned now because that's a lot of open spots. Okay, I'm just trying to think of old ones. Lunar Grandia, okay. Oh, Breath of Fire, that's gonna make me feel stupid if I don't get that. No, what about just Saga? Okay. That's the other part. Sometimes people do better with these with quizzes, and then sometimes these happen. The fact that there are a couple from Bandai Namco that are that much, does that mean like things like Genshin might apply? No, I didn't think. Okay, so if Genshin's not there, it's not going to be anything else. Okay. I am not panicking at all because I'm like, even half of this is going to be a pain in the ass now. Arc the Lad. Oh, actually, that much for Arc the Lad, really? Okay. What about the Shining series? Okay. Earthbound, will that count as Mother? Okay, it does. If I at least get to 32, I'll calm down a little bit. But until that happens, I'm trying to think of what else could possibly. I'm trying to think of old games too. Oh, the Mana series? Okay. Level 5 for 8,000 copies. What could that be? What's the... I don't think it's those, no. So I've already done Persona, so I'm just going down the list now. Like, okay, who am I missing? There's something from Capcom. The problem is I don't necessarily. Again, this is that part of like what is a Japanese RPG, and that's the part that I was concerned about when I grabbed this. Okay. I'm gonna start just putting some weird ones in there just to see. What about Mega Man? Does Battle Network qualify? It does. Okay. Oh boy. Don't think they would apply. Oh wow, they're that much. Okay. Well, that's at least half. I'm not pissed off about that. I'm just trying to. Okay, PS2 JRPGs. What am I missing? Got Shadow Hearts and it wasn't there. Wild Arms, maybe? Okay. Did I do Arts and Alico? I don't think Arts and Alico would have sold that many. No, of course they wouldn't have. The fact that there's a couple in the top 10 is kind of ticking me off, but they also could be series that they just aren't in my mind. Like would Dynasty Warriors apply? Okay, I didn't think so. Liquid Ground? No. I've got like a small list that I kept to the side of like really, really obscure ones that I knew I wouldn't remember off the top, and I have already gone through them. So I'm kind of screwed now. The only one that's left is Highlight, and wow, that's on the list? Okay. Well, now we're at the point that I have no clue what this could possibly be. My entire safety net of games that I wrote down before this is gone. Oh boy. I don't think Radiata is going to be included. No. What's that other? I don't think it's going to be that. Vagrant Store, I don't think that's going to be it. Parasite Eve, I can't imagine is going to be on there. Really, it was. Okay. Would they count Tactics as part of it? No. Oh, Octopath? No, really? Okay, that's actually surprising. Advance Wars, maybe? No. Oh boy. Here I was thinking, maybe 40 had a chance. And now we're definitely not sure. What else is level 5 done? What am I blanking on? I'm gonna feel real stupid about level 5 because there's some that I'm not thinking of, and it's driving me crazy. Because I would have thought Xenoblade was that, and because that was the last part of my mind that came up. And again, because JRPG King and all, I'm thinking of obviously like turn-based RPGs. I mean, I imagine Clair Obscure is not going to count because I don't even know when this was made. Oh boy, I'm not even going to get to 40, am I? Oh boy. Square Enix, what am I missing? There's a lot of Square games that I'm missing. Oh no. Just double checking my list one more time to make sure there's not. Well, I mean, I did say that. I don't think any of these are working the way. Souls may even be just something. Well, no, it can't. What could possibly else be? Man, I don't know. Like, it's not that. It's not you. It's not. Well, yeah, because they're part of just Mario RPGs. I don't know what I'm missing, and there's so many open spots. Oh boy, I'm gonna be really upset when I look at some of these. There's gonna be a couple that are actually gonna hurt, and then there's gonna be just a bunch that I'm like, I never would have thought of you. Oh boy, I'm just kind of going through stuff now. Oh boy. I don't even know what Tecmo would be at that point. Yeah, like it's... I did get Star Ocean, right? I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue of all of these things that I'm missing. Could be... Like, I'm just going way out there. I already got E's. What other series is there? Like a bunch of them. Man. I have a feeling that the Bandai Namco ones I'm not going to feel nearly as bad about at the top there. The level 5 for 8,000, though, is probably going to piss me off. Oh, Phantasy Star, maybe. Okay. That would have really ticked me off if I'd missed that. There's probably some MMOs that I'm just not thinking of either, but like, I don't really play a lot, so I don't know what... There are also going to be some just Japanese ones I get thrown in there that I'm just not going to have any clue on. I don't even know what to write. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I'm just going to type in that just to be safe. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not happy that I got to only 40. Well, Dragon Ball, I wouldn't have even thought of, because again, Super Robot Wars, I know the name, don't remember. Okay, Inazuma 11 was level 5, and I don't feel bad about that. Yokai Watch, I did forget about, but Pokemon. Monster Rancher, okay. Digimon, that kind of is stupid. Chocobo, that's annoying. Did I not write It didn't take Valkyria because I didn't put in Chronicles? Okay. Alright, Ni no Kuni, I feel... Did I not type Octopath Traveler? Did I just not type it right? It must have been... Yeah, I know I typed it. It must have just been a spelling thing. So it's just really picky on spelling. So that's 37. I don't... Like, I'm taking that. Soul Blazer, I should know because I've been... Oh, Dot Hack is the one that I'm going to be pissed off about. Front Mission... I could have gotten that, just didn't think of it. Ogre Battle, I should have thought of after I was thinking Final Fantasy Tactics. And Golden Sun, too. So the ones that I'm not ticked off all about. Summon Night. I remember the title. I just would never have come to mind. Sword Art Online, wouldn't have considered. I don't even know what this is. I've never heard of that. That's got to be a Japanese thing. These ones I have no idea about either. Metabots is so far from my brain. Etrian Odyssey... I might have come to if you gave me enough time, because I maybe could have gone through DS games. Never would have thought of them. And then Dragon's Dogma that's the one case of like, yeah, no, I don't remember all Japanese RPGs. So I'm not nearly as upset. So like, we're assuming that I did get that one because I do remember typing in Octopath. That's 37. That probably should have been included, and that probably should have happened with the way that, you know, these are done. So that puts me at 39. I'm still missing 40. I feel bad about Dot Hack. That would have been 40. Golden Sun, I should have gotten. That's 41. And then maybe Ogre Battle and Ni no Kuni. That puts me at 43. Soul Blazer, I can maybe... Like, I would have eventually... Like, if I spent an hour and just went through every RPG I could think of, maybe I get to it. So I think you know, there's a case where I could have gotten to 40, and it's just a matter of there are certain things that just would never have come to my mind because I was too busy thinking of Final Fantasy-esque games and just not coming up with anything else in there. But that's still disappointing. Getting only 36, I mean, I got more than half. I'm beating the average score. I would have liked to have done at least, like, close to 2/3, though. So let's see, stat-wise, what's the worst one and what's the best one that I got? So the worst one I missed out on was Ni no Kuni. That's not bad. And then Highlight being my best one, I'll take. That's a pretty rare one. That one is not an easy one for people to remember. Other than Arc the Latin Sakura Wars, yeah, all those are pretty good. But yeah, not my finest, but I'm honestly not nearly as disappointed. I didn't miss like a really, really bad one. I think like the close to a really, really bad one for me personally is Dot Hack, but could be worse. At least I remembered all of the main ones. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it on this one. We will see you next week for the podcast. We will see you on Fridays for the Sidequest as well, whatever that ends up being, as we're still trying to figure out where our next big run is, or if we're just going to keep kind of making it up on the fly as we go every week. But you guys know the drill here on YouTube. Like the video, subscribe to the content. We appreciate whenever you guys do that. Don't forget to comment below on what you guys got when you scored on this. And by that, I mean 100% because you probably just did it after the video and cheated. But let me know what you think the worst one that I didn't get was, or anything like that. Or any quizzes that you think that would be a good idea for me to do as well. Otherwise, you guys see the link tree there at the bottom of your screen. It's also in the description. So link into that for the Discord, and we will see you all there. So for that, see you guys. See you on the next one. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. All that jazz, because I could just say 10,000 things before I leave here. Take care. Bye-bye for now.